Well, while you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, the number one thing that sells your book, or certainly gets attention to it, is the cover. That's the thing that grabs the attention. And then it's your description, then it's your contents and maybe samples and different things, or whether somebody's reading in a bookstore or reading online a sample, that's what's going to finally close the deal and sell your book. But the first thing they're going to put in their hand or look on their screen is the cover. So having a great cover is critically, critically important. So with creating a cover, there's like three big kind of ways you can do it. And let's talk about that. All right, I'm over at Fiverr.com, and one thing you could do is have somebody make the cover for you. In fact, that's really highly recommended. What a lot of people do is they have somebody make the book for them, a freelancer do that. And Fiverr, and we'll look at another one, Upwork, here in a second. And if you just put in here, book cover, what are you looking to make? A book cover. And you can have children's book covers, fantasy book covers, some even romance, nonfiction, whatever. Or you can just put cover design, and you can search for that, and you'll see lots of people who are going to do, let's see, continue. It's going to ask me for that. But you'll see lots of people as far as who make different types of book covers, and they'll have samples of their work and all that kind of stuff. And you can kind of look to see who you might like, right? If we looked at this person here, I will do your cover design, ebook cover design, KDP book cover, and here's some samples of some work that this person has done, Yasir Nadim, if I'm saying that right. And you can kind of see if you like some of their work, but they'll create one specific for you. And it talks about the gig and how much it is, what you'll get, that's a unique cover, it's not copy paste, it's all copyright free, a free 3D mock-up, all sorts of stuff. And then you'll see the pricing. So if you want a book cover from, again, from Yasir, as an example, there are thousands of them out there on Fiverr. It's like $40, takes about 4 days, and you'll see what he's doing for that. And then if you get into the standard, it's $60. You get a little bit more. And you get premium, you get all sorts of stuff, some source files, all sorts of things, right? So Fiverr is a good place as far as one of the three ways you can do it is with using a freelancer. Another one is Upwork. Let's go here to Upwork at Upwork.com. It's the same thing where you're looking to hire freelancers, right? And they can be design or writing, whatever it might be, finance, accounting, and you can kind of find these different freelancers that could do different types of things for you, like do your book for you or whatever. And are you a freelancer yourself, or are you a client hiring for a project, right? And you could join as a client, or you could, continue, or you could, you could probably look at some samples too. So Upwork and Fiverr are the two big ones. So you could have somebody do it for you with Upwork or Fiverr. Another one is doing yourself, but using like a design platform. And there's several different ones out there. I'm just going to show you one. You can Google search others or use ChatGPT. I'll help find some for you too. But one that looks interesting is Designer, right? Design RR, right? And launch your beautifully designed ebook in minutes. So you have all your content, and it looks like they got a special offer here. And they got all your content. Let's see if we clear this. And you basically are pulling it into this platform. They got a nice little video here, walk you through how it works and everything. And it'll basically make your ebook for you. Especially if you're going to do lots of ebooks, like for lead magnets and stuff, Designer can be very good. So it connects directly to your website, Microsoft Word, Google Docs. It basically, you pull the stuff into Designer, and it'll make your book. Here's Pat Flynn. You may know Pat Flynn from Smart Passive Income. And so, here's how it works. Import your content, whether it's from Word doc, a blog, Google Doc, a template. You could start from a blank template. You import your content, then you choose a template. So it's all templated out for you, including your cover is all done. And then you can adjust that. And that's what's next phase is where you're customizing, like with your cover, your table of contents, the looks inside the book can be all customizable. And then you publish it, and it will publish it. One click makes it ready for publishing. A flipbook and PDF options are all included. I believe it also creates one that's you can upload directly into, let's say, Kindle or those type of files, like a Mobi file, different types of files. So you can so that's one way you could do it, where it'd be something that's where you're more templated. And then the last way, a common way, is Canva, or you can use Photoshop or others, but Canva, I'm using the free version of Canva here, and Canva is basically creating something from scratch, right? So it might be a little bit more involved to that, but it's pretty easy. I'm just going to click on create a design here, and all I'm going to do is create a design for my book cover, right? And you can see whether you want a portrait, landscape, square, a science fiction book cover, different types of book covers. Let's just leave it. I'm just going to hit enter, or I'll just choose book cover here, and it'll give you the dimensions and everything. And this is just a blank book cover. And then from here, this is some recent ones I use. I'll show you some examples here. But these are some different types of templates. And then you got all sorts of different templates you can use as well. And then you can search for ebook, let's say templates, if you're doing an ebook. And maybe I want one to be more of a finance, right? Do they have finance? Yeah, so finance, let's say personal finance. And then you can see there's different book covers here. Now, somewhere it says Pro here. That's where you need the Pro version or paid version of Canva. So if I was to use that, I could just click and use it, but then I have to, I have to sign up for the Pro version to use this one. But there's lots of free ones too. There's not the little where it says Pro. These are all sorts of different types of free ones out here as well. And maybe I don't like, well, let's say I take this one here, right? So let's say I take this one, and here's my, let's remove watermarks and all that. So okay, we'll do that. These are different ones that you can do out here. Maybe if instead of personal finance, I'll just do book cover, because they didn't seem to be great. Some are better than others, by the way. But this is where you can start with different types of book covers. Maybe I choose this one, but my thing's not about startups. My thing is about, investing, right? So maybe I can then just type in stuff. I'm just typing. You can see it doesn't format it, but I'm clicked in here, so I'm just going to adjust the size. And then my G will come back here. Come back, Mr. G. There it comes. And I can move stuff around. I can move it here. I could do that. I'm just clicking and holding. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and if I want to redo something, I'll click it here. And I could put my name here. And so this person, I could put, Steve Ballinger, right? And maybe instead of being in this color font, I could change the fonts and all that too. So I can just click on this font here. Maybe I like Roboto. You can see how that changed. Maybe instead of 237, I want to be 190 as far as the size. Or maybe I got to go a little bit lower than that to get my G back with Roboto. And I could move this down and center it. So you can see, you can start customizing this. So you'd want to watch videos around how to basically use Canva, but you can do lots of stuff. Maybe I don't like that image at all. I could just delete it, and then I could go into things like text and put a new text box in here. Add a heading or whatever it might be. I could add a heading or add some stuff. Or I could add a picture, or I could upload my own picture. Maybe I want something, that's like an element, maybe a graphic or something like that I could put in there. Let's say I want to be whatever, stock, stock market, right here, stock market or stock chart. Maybe here's a nice little stock chart one that's free I could put in there. So maybe I didn't like what they had before. I put this in, I can grab it, I can make it bigger, and I can align it, center, all that stuff. And there, boom, now I have it. And if I click down here, I can look at it bigger, right? So here's what my book is starting to look like, and I can adjust this, right? Maybe I don't want this line to go down in here. I want to delete this totally. I could just delete the whole thing. I could just delete all of that, and then I can make this a little bit bigger still. And maybe that's what I want. You can make it your own at that point. Again, easier way, just hire somebody else, or Designer has these kind of pre-built templates, and it's really kind of already, you can do it all at the same time, is the idea. So that's what Canva can do for you. I have some samples of like ones that I've done. Just we were doing this dividend investing, and I'm going to blow this up so you can see it here. And here's a simple black and white, with all these enrollments and all that. I have like 400,000 students, but I have 600,000 enrollments because people take more than one class from me. Get paid to an own sec. So this is not done, but you can see it could be something simple, or I could add more to it, which is what I've been doing, playing around with it. Maybe I want to do something like this. Like this is the strategies to grow. This is just a template, right? I haven't done anything with it. Here's what I have. Simple effective dividend investing. This might be more of a pay one. I get paid to own stocks, right? And, maybe I like this look. So I'm just playing around with different looks and styles, and I'm adjusting as I go. So those are things you can do as far as whether you want somebody to do it yourself or do it for you, like with Upwork or Fiverr, or whether you want somebody to use Designer. That might be a little easier. Take a look at that. Or you can do it all yourself from Canva or photo, other types of design programs too. But Canva is a free version and pay version. So those are some different options as far as creating your cover. And again, ChatGPT can help you with things like your titles and your subtitles, Get Paid, Don't Socks, that kind of stuff. That's where ChatGPT can help you as well.